My fiancé sent my best friend into the fitting room in my place. I watched her lean into his arms in a white wedding gown. The bridal consultant had barely pulled back the curtain when my fiancé looked past me at my best friend.
So,
she had been asking me. The A-line.
Take the mermaid one away.
Sophie had already pinned the veil into my hair. Caleb watched her through the mirror and nodded. No. This time, I'd never been more certain. I didn't want the dress. And I didn't want the man. I had always struggled with decisions. They told me they were only trying to help. Even his proposal happened on Sophie's birthday. 2 reasons to celebrate, he called it. Just like now, I didn't even get to choose my own wedding dress.
Everything was fine. What are you making a scene about? Sophie took half a day off to help.
On any more dresses.
That's not it. I know decisions make you anxious. That's why Sophie and I choose for you. Is helping you really so wrong? Bring it back and she'll spend another half hour agonizing. We're getting the A-line.
They looked like 2 patient parents dealing with a difficult child who would never grow up. Caleb, I'm the one getting married. I'm the one wearing the dress.
A wedding dress would take all day.
The word seafood. My stomach tightened. Shellfish left me covered in hives and itching all night. Caleb knew. Once after I accidentally ate shrimp, he had driven to a pharmacy at midnight for antihistamines.
I can't eat shellfish. Right, I forgot. Sorry. We can go somewhere else.
You'll be fine. Just pop an allergy pill. They serve steak and dessert, so you can stick to those. Besides, Sophie's been dying to go here for days.
His tone was as casual as if he were discussing the weather, so Sophie's craving mattered. My body could simply be medicated around it. It had been the same when I graduated. I had received 2 offers. One was a promising company downtown, though far from Caleb and Sophie. The other was a small firm right in Sophie's building, and the pay was lower. I spent the entire night staring at both contracts, terrified of choosing wrong. Caleb came home, took the better offer from my hands, and set it aside.
Take the one near Sophie. She can drive you every day.
Sophie had promised we could eat lunch together. She had even offered to choose my meals so I would not have to worry about that. The company folded 6 months later.
Maddie, maybe it's for the best. You couldn't handle all that networking anyway.
He always did that. He used the gentlest words to take every possibility away from me.
I'm not going. I'm tired. I'm going home.
Madeline, what is wrong with you today?
Don't be hard on her. It's probably pre-wedding anxiety. She'll calm down.
The cab stopped outside our building. The living room was silent. Caleb and I had bought this apartment together, each of us contributing to the down payment. And yet every object in it reminded me I was the outsider. The dusty blue sofa Sophie liked. The bohemian rug she'd recommended. Even the blind box slippers in the...
Maddie can't choose, so blind boxes are perfect. Whatever she gets, she wears.
She'd said it beaming, like a thoughtful little son. What color I liked, what size I wore, none of it mattered, because I couldn't choose.
Sophie and I are at the seafood place. Packed you a tiramisu. Don't be mad.
Then a photo Sophie, gloved, beaming, holding an enormous crab leg, Caleb's hand in frame cracking the shell for her. I stared a long time, then typed 2 words. No needs, and typing appeared.
Sophie tried on a few styles for you. The 6-prong solitaire suits your hand best. I already paid the deposit, so you won't have one of your episodes over a pile of rocks.
One of my episodes. So my indecision was an illness, and they were the kind doctors, endlessly cutting away every troublesome option. Along with my own will, last year, our anniversary, he'd handed me a velvet box, inside, a 4-leaf clover necklace. But 2 weeks earlier, I'd stood at a counter with him for ages over a swan pendant, wondering if it was too expensive.
Why this one?
Sophie came with me. She said the swan wasn't worth the price and liked the clover better. You trust her taste, don't you?
I didn't trust her taste. I had simply learned not to challenge either of them. The lock turned. Caleb walked in with a delicate paper box, trailing the smell of garlic seafood.
For you. Sophie stood in line forever for this.
I don't like sweets.
You've always loved cream.
That's Sophie. Sweets give me acid reflux. Did you forget?
Madeline, are you determined to pick a fight? The gown's not to your taste, dinner's an allergy, now the cake's too sweet. When did you become this ungrateful?
Ungrateful. I drew a breath. Something in my chest was draining. Drop by drop.
Show me the ring order.
What?
The ring you said was decided. A photo, a receipt.
He handed me his phone. The photo was taken at the jeweler's. On Sophie's slender, pale finger sat the 6-prong solitaire. Half of Caleb's shoulder in the background. They stood close, like a couple trying on bands.
Sophie's fingers are a size lower than mine. It won't fit me.
We'll resicize it. The style's what matters. Sophie tried on so many for you, her hands went red. Stop thinking only about yourself.
I almost laughed. Only about myself. If I only ever thought about myself. This apartment wouldn't have the clean Scandinavian look Sophie liked. I wouldn't have spent 5 years becoming someone who waited to be handed a glass of water. Someone who asked permission to breathe.
Return the ring tomorrow.
What are you playing at? Do you know how tired I am after work, and you're wasting my time on this?
If it's such a small thing, then listen to me. Return it.
The next morning, while Caleb slept, I packed my few old clothes and went to the jeweler alone. The manager greeted me warmly.
Ms. Bennett, hear about the banns? Mr. Morgan already paid in full.
In full? His text had said deposit.
The young lady with him worried you'd hesitate, so paying in full was cleanest. She said you have trouble deciding, so no returns.
Not even room to change my mind. What a thoughtful friend.
Could you pull up the full order?
I gave Caleb's number. Her face shifted.
Besides the bands, Mr. Morgan ordered a diamond bracelet. The engraving is SB.
Sophie Blake.
How much?
$4,200.
The pair of wedding bands cost just under $5,000. A thank you trinket for Sophie was worth nearly our rings.
The bracelet? He paid himself?
Yes.
And the rings?
Charged to a card ending 7742.
My card. Our joint wedding account, funded mostly out of my savings. He'd used my money for rings I couldn't wear, and his own for a bracelet for Sophie.
I won't return them. Call me when they're ready.
Outside, the sun was blinding. My old roommate, Erin, called.
Maddie, that job you asked me about, it came through. Head office is in New York. They want a project lead in Montreal. Salary doubles. But you'd leave next week.
I didn't answer right away. That downtown offer I'd walked away from years ago had come from this very company's headquarters. They'd loved my intern work, said I'd lead projects within a year. Caleb had talked me out of it all night, said the pace would break me, that the small firm under Sophie suited me better. I'd always thought he was protecting me. Only now did I understand. He was just teaching me, over and over, that I couldn't, when really, I always had been.
You're going to take it? Will Caleb agree? He doesn't need to agree. I'm going alone. His classmate, he was cheap in college, he'll never give a gift.
Fine, cross him off.
Maddie, you're back.
My vintage invitations, the ones with wax seals I'd chosen 3 months ago, were in the trash. On the table sat the plainest, cheapest cards, mass-produced, with shiny gold lettering.
What is this?
The wax seals were a nightmare. Sophie burnt 2 fingers on them. These are easier. Just write a name.
I picked those out over 3 months.
Madeline, can you stop being so precious? It's a notice. Who cares about a seal? Sophie gave up her weekend to help, and you can't even say thank you. You're just standing there sulking. Come on, they're just being efficient.
Exactly. You're always getting hung up on the smallest things. Caleb gets tired too.
The color of the wax because I wanted the wedding to be perfect. To them, it was a chore.
Don't. You have to embarrass me in front of everyone, don't you?
Let go.
Madeline, what is wrong with you?
Caleb, stop. You've bruised her wrist. Maddie, I'm sorry. I didn't know the invitations meant that much. If you really don't like these, I'll dig the old ones out of the trash, okay?
Madeline, is your indecision an actual brain defect? Does the whole world have to revolve around you?
Back in college, when I couldn't decide what flavor of bubble tea I wanted, he had gone to 3 different shops and brought back every flavor they had.
It's okay. From now on, I'll take care of all your indecision.
Back then, I had thought it was love.
My silence unsettled him. He followed, leaning in the doorway.
Running away from home again? Look at yourself. Without me, you can't even decide what to wear tomorrow. Where would you go?
I'm not going anywhere. Friday's our joint bash party, right? Have you picked a place yet?
He softened, thinking I'd caved.
Sophie booked it. That a new immersive escape room Verdi with a bar.
I don't like
I know you scare easily. But it's a group thing. Sophie says a good scare will cure your nerves. Sit and watch if you're scared. Just let her have her fun. She's put in so much effort for our sake lately.
I'll go. He relaxed, that familiar smile returning. The one you give a child who is finally behaving. He went back to plan with his friends. I stood before the closet mirror, pale face, hollow eyes. Friday, I'd have my transfer paperwork and ticket. Friday, I'd attend this absurd party. There would be no wedding. This 5-year game of parasite and host was ending.
Sophie moved through the crowd in a wine-red slip dress, toasting like the hostess. Caleb watched her from the center booth. I sat huddled in a corner, a glass of Long Island iced tea they'd ordered for me sitting in front of me. I don't drink hard liquor. Come on, Maddie, just try a sip. It's their signature drink.
What are you afraid of with me here? Can you act normal? Don't embarrass me.
I looked at him. In the dim light, his face seemed almost unfamiliar. I didn't put on the blindfold. As the staff led them in a line towards the dark passage, I quietly fell to the back. I didn't leave the venue. Instead, I made my way to the escape room's control booth. I slipped one of the pass members $50. His voice came clear through the mic. So he did know how to protect someone. He just didn't want to protect me. The nausea rose in waves, not from shellfish, from him. I took out my phone and sent a scheduled message.
3 words, to Caleb.
Let's break up. Then I powered the phone off, pulled the SIM, and dropped it in the trash. Caleb, you're a piece of shit. I don't want you anymore.